everybody, welcome back to Gluten-Free Runner. Today we're making super easy and delicious gluten-free donuts. This recipe is so easy. Here's the ingredients. Remember to take a screenshot. They're also in the description. The beauty of this is you can use any baking mix you want, muffin, pancake, cake, and it can be gluten-free or not gluten-free, so there's plenty of options for everyone. You are going to need a donut pan. I just got mine from the store, so make sure you get one of those. Make your whatever you're making mix according to box instructions. I'm doing gluten-free pancake mix, so I made that according to the box instructions. Now here is my donut pan. I love it so much. If you don't have one, you can use just like an ice cube mold or a chocolate mold or something like that, as long as it's safe to go in the oven. Make sure you grease it however you want. I'm using Pam, but you can use butter so that the donuts don't stick. That would be a very sad day. Now I'm using a cookie scoop to scoop the donuts into their holes, but you can use a spoon. That works just as well too. Once all the donuts are scooped into their pan, I'm just gonna preheat the oven to 325. And I popped my donuts in and I set a timer for about 10 minutes. These only took me about 10 minutes, but you need to watch yours, especially if you do a different type of baking mix. While they're baking, we're gonna make the homemade frosting. This is a delicious frosting, and the recipe is super easy because everything is in increments of 2. So you're going to start with 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter, and I'm just putting mine in a separate bowl to make sure that it fully goes down to room temperature. But if yours is already at room temp, don't even worry about that. I'm just extra, I guess, guys. Then you're going to get 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I put mine in a separate bowl because I needed to make sure that the butter got down to the proper consistency first. Now you're going to mix together your cream cheese and your butter. I just added the butter to the cream cheese bowl. And then you're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Make sure you use powdered sugar and not granulated sugar because it will affect the consistency of the frosting. Now you're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Make sure it's only 2 teaspoons because you don't want to overpower the vanilla flavor. You don't want it to be overpowering and gross. And then you're going to start by adding 2 teaspoons of water, but adjust this as you need for thickness. As you see here, as I stir, I gradually add in more teaspoons of water as needed so that the frosting isn't too thick. If you want thick frosting on your donuts, go for it. But for me, I was going for more of a glazed texture, so I ended up adding about 4 or 5 teaspoons of water in total until I got to my desired texture. See right here, that's the texture, the consistency I was going for. It's perfectly drippy, beautiful. Now, I promised my little sister I would make her a Homer Simpson donut, so I got some red food coloring, and I made some pink frosting. And then I made some blue frosting for my little brother, too. And then I wanted to make some chocolate frosting, so you can do this with chocolate syrup or cocoa powder, but I had some Nesquik, and I wanted to try that out. So I just put in a few spoonfuls of the chocolate milk mix and stirred it up until I thought it was good. And when it tasted how I wanted it to, I called it good. This is a really great hack for making chocolate frosting. Here are the donuts after 10 minutes. So about the time it took me to make my frosting, they're done. Make sure you pull them out when they're just golden and puffed up so they don't burn. Now you're going to want to make sure they cool for 5 minutes in the pan so that they don't fall apart before you take them out. After 5 minutes, you can take them out and put them on a cooling rack. That way the top and the bottom can cool fully before we start frosting. Look how beautiful these turned out, you guys. They look so professional. No one would even know they're gluten-free. So I just went ahead and used a spoon to put my frosting on the donuts, and I kind of just let it fall wherever it was going to, because that's how it looks at the donut shops. You could use your hand and dip the donut into the frosting if you wanted to. You could use a piping bag, you can use a butter knife. I just used a spoon, and it worked out really good. Have some fun with frosting your donuts. Don't be afraid. Get fun with it. I did some drizzles. And of course, we can't forget about the sprinkles. That's the best part. These look beautiful. They really look like the ones from a donut shop. And the best part is they're gluten-free. They taste amazing. They're gluten-free donuts, super easy and delicious, and no one would even know that they're gluten-free. Stay tuned for more gluten-free goodness. Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.